All right, what up, everybody? We just got done watching the Commanders beat the Raiders, and this was a little bit of a weird one for me. The beginning of the game kind of started off a little bit quick, where we jumped up 10-3, and then it just became a grind fest. A lot of huge injuries in this game. Even our coach got injured in this game. I'm really worried about it. The injuries, because we already have Jaden Daniels didn't even play this game. How long will Jaden Daniels be out? I'm not really sure. I thought, and I mean, I'm not trying to spread any fear here, but I thought I saw him limping on the sideline when they did show him on the sideline. So I'm worried about how long he will be out. Harris, Trey Amos, a bunch of injuries in this game, and Lattimore, bunch of injuries in this game. Our coach got injured in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the last few years we've actually been pretty good with the injury bug, but now I'm kind of worried about this year because Terry McLaurin was questionable with a quad, didn't come back in. So as much as I'm glad that I think we all kind of expected Mariota to be able to come into this game and win it, right? There's still doubts there. There were still doubts there, and at times our defense was eaten in this game, and then there was times where Geno Smith did his thing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now most of the time it was in the like the fourth quarter or something when we were already up so much. But regardless, not really sure what to think. We were killing them on the ground, and I'm hoping that we go back to that. And Jeremy McNichols run, I think, kind of put us in the right momentum in the game to get us to go start kind of breaking a score down, and taking a huge lead there. But what a run. With the first time I watched that run, I thought he only broke like one tackle, but if you watch it back, he broke like four tackles on that one run. And what a beast run by him. Defense can be frustrating, right? Because they play well, and you'll see like on so many plays, they're in the backfield trying to harass like Geno Smith, and they can almost get a hand on him, and then they just let him get away. So it's really frustrating. The defense, in my opinion, so far in this season, our defense has been our strength. Which coming into the season, who would have thought that? Who would have thought that with Jane Daniels and what our offense did? And yes, in this game our offense went off too, but it was taking a while for that to happen. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy, but within three games, I would say the more solid aspect of our team has been our defense, and it's wild to think because, and sure, that has something to do with Jane Daniels' slow start and also injury, but just overall, I mean, I think our defense has been pretty solid, and they haven't been really giving up a whole bunch of big runs. You know what I'm saying? So overall, happy with the defense. I do think that they could have shut this game down a little bit more, like, not let the Raiders get 24 points, but maybe like held them to like 17 or less than that. Which, it doesn't really matter. The win's the win. And going into this game, I mean, let's talk about Josh Harris calling a win. Before the game, he's like, we're going to win this game. We're going to go to 2-1. I didn't know if I liked that at the time, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, what if we lost, and then that clip of our owner is going to be like, oh yeah, we're going to be 2-1, and then that goes around everywhere. Now I liked, somewhat confidence, right? And maybe he does know something about football, and maybe, everyone did kind of think, Marcus, even though Marcus Mariota is a backup coming in here, I like Marcus Mariota over Geno Smith, you know what I'm saying? So still don't know if I really like that. Now it looks good because he was like, I'm confident we're gonna win this. But let me know what you guys think about that. About Josh Harris saying we're gonna be 2-1 after today. What do you think about that? And does it? I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? But just wondering your thoughts of, do you like that, or do you think that he put us in a position there where, like, what if we lost, and then the clip of him saying that's going to go all over the internet? Luke McCaffrey with a big touchdown there at the end, his first touchdown. And just the running game was turning. Marcus Mariota fumble, got to hold on to the ball. And I was saying this season, Jane Daniels started off slow, but he did the same thing last year, right? But the thing is, he never was turning the ball over, and he still wasn't even turning the ball over this year, even though yet again had a slow start to the season. But Marcus Mariota had the turnover early in this game. and let the Raiders kind of hang around. And that's what we were saying in a Discord, in the Redskins Review Discord. It's free to join. The link will be in the description if you want to come chat with us, or come talk to me during the stream, the live stream that I do for every single game. I'll be here doing this live thing. As you can see, I got all the stuff up on the screen here, and people coming in and chatting with me. So the whole time we were sitting there talking about, is like, everyone kept saying we're playing with our food, letting them stick in the game, right? Letting them hang around and hang around, and that's kind of what we did with the Giants, just letting them hang around. Like, we could have done something to end it. The Lane touchdown finally. Everyone's been a huge fan of Lane, and they knew that he could do that. Everybody in the Discord kept saying, waiting for him to break one, waiting for him to break one. Finally broke one for a touchdown, punt return, or kick return. Sorry. Was it a punt return or kick return? Now I can't remember. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. But yeah. So he finally got a return. That was huge. That for us, that really changed the momentum and really kind of, we put our foot on the gas there. But overall, solid game. Just really worried about the injuries, and not gonna lie, watching the Eagles come back and beat the Chargers there at the end with a blocked field goal, that stings a little bit, because we thought today we were that close to winning, and then the Eagles losing, that would have been really good for us. But who gives a shit about them? Just saying, it just sucks to see that, like, when they were showing our game being over, then they showed that game being over, and we're like, oh man, damn. But coming into this game, all I wanted was us to find a way to win, and Marcus Mariota did that. And what else can you ask for? I'm just worried about injuries. I'm worried about how long Jaden Daniels will be out. And also, like, before this game started, I said in the Discord, like, now Marcus Mariota did not play lights out today, but I said in the Discord, I was like, what if Marcus Mariota does come in and starts playing lights out? And it's like, when do you take the guy out? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously Jaden Daniels is our future, but like, say Marcus Mariota, and like I said, he did not play lights out today. But I was posting that question, like, what if he did? What if he was racking up these wins here and scoring 40 some points a game, and then you have to be like, maybe we just sit Jaden Daniels until we know for longer than, maybe he wants to keep playing, and maybe there's a dilemma there then. But obviously, Marcus Mariota played well, not anywhere near like lights out though. But yeah, I don't know what else to add. It was a good game. In the first half, we had like 171 rushing yards. Just blowing them out of the water, man. Didn't like the challenge by Dan Quinn in the first half. Dan Quinn continues to have some blunders there with timeouts and us missing timeouts. And I thought he could have used the challenge on the Terry McLaurin touchdown, or the challenge there, because it did look like his knee never was on the ground. But either way, win's a win. Haven't been completely happy with Dan Quinn this year with the whole coaching, like us being ready to play. The penalties is still a thing. So yeah, but I'll leave it at that. A win's a win, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think about the game, and I'll get back to all your comments in the description, or in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Peace.